What's up, guys? So it's still Thursday, April 14th or April 16th. Sorry, guys. And I was watching the MVP press conference. Man, what a press conference! Shout out to Ariel Hawani, man. He did a great job of just managing the press conference with everyone up there. Gina Carano looked great. I mean, absolute smoke show. She is probably one of the greatest looking women to ever compete in MMA. Ronda Rousey looked great as well. And you know what? I have to say, I've been on my high horse before on Ronda Rousey. I did a video actually a few months back where I was like, fuck Ronda Rousey, after she had came out and talked shit about Joe Rogan and about just the whole industry. And as Ronda Rousey has matured, she's really started to grow on me. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Like, I've been wrong before, when Terrence Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez, I was the first one that came out and put a video on there and say that Terrence Crawford was the rightful winner. I didn't make excuses for Canelo Alvarez like as much of many of my counterparts, especially Mexican counterparts, came out and were like, Canelo got robbed and all this bullshit. Like, Terrence Crawford won that fight fair and square. And, not Gina. Ronda Rousey I've never been a big fan of her. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Till to this day, I'm not a big fan of her. But to see her come out here and actually she said that the pressure when she was in the UFC got to her and it made her cold and made her a bitch. And like the way that I see her now at the press conferences, she is so more even keeled. She's enjoying the moment, and that's what fight fans like to see. And I'm not just saying that because I was wrong, because I was wrong about her, but the way that she's been speaking at these press conferences, the way she's been advocating for the other fighters, like, I have to give respect to her. I have to give respect to her because she's doing things for the fight community, the fighters. I was a former fighter. I know what she's talking about. And I have to eat my words. Ronda Rousey, I was never big on her. I still think she would get beat by the best in the world right now. Like, I think Amanda Nunes will still beat her right now. I still think that Kayla Harrison beats her right now. But I still think she's doing the right thing. As far as the way that she's speaking about the sport and advocating for the fighters, I have to give love to Ronda Rousey. I have to give respect where respect is due, and I will always do that because I've been wrong before, and I was really hard on Ronda. Really, really hard on Ronda. I didn't think at the time when she was on top of the world that she was the best fighter in the world. I thought that Holly Holm was going to beat her, which she did. I thought that Amanda Nunes was going to put her to sleep, which she did. So this is not me just taking direct shots at Ronda Rousey. I didn't like Ronda Rousey because of her attitude, and she was delusional at times, where she thought she could beat men. Like, I saw an interview where she thought she could beat Cain Velasquez in his prime. That's madness. Absolute madness. We now know that that would never happen. Ever, ever, ever happen. But that was Ronda back in the day. Now she is steadfast. She has a clear mind. She's speaking facts. I mean, she went on a rant against Kayla Harrison. But you know what? Let's jump into the Kayla Harrison thing. So Kayla Harrison was on the podcast with Jorge Masvidal. He asked her about Ronda Rousey. She was like, I don't really want to get into it. But then she went into it. And she talked shit about Ronda Rousey. And said that she was overrated, that nobody's like really talking about her. And this fight is a sham. And Ronda went in on fucking Kayla Harrison. Like, she went in on her ass. Like, she goes, Kayla Harrison has the, what'd she call her? She said she has the, like, the emotions or like the she goes, she's about as interesting as a wet towel, basically. I'm paraphrasing that, but she's like, she's as interesting as a wet towel. She doesn't know how to sell a fight. She goes, and she can say whatever she wants. Like, even after she beat Juliana Pena, she's like, I'm never going to talk about Ronda Rousey again. But she did go on and talk about Ronda Rousey, you know. And Rhonda came out spitting fire. She's like, yeah, you can say what you want, but you're about as interesting as a wet towel. She's like, you can't even see your fucking title because you have a broken fucking neck. I mean, just going at her for the broken neck was crazy to me, but I love it. Like, I'm here for that smoke. I love that shit. I love when fighters talk shit about other fighters. That's what sells the fucking game. This is a game at the end of the day. It's a fight game. And if you can't sell yourself, then what the fuck are you even doing here? I love that she went after her broken neck. You know, she is like, you know, she can say whatever she wanted, but she fumbled the 145-pound division. That's a little sticky because Kayla fought at 155 at PFL and then fought at 145 in PFL. But in the UFC, Cyborg came over. God damn, what was her name? Megan. She was an Aussie. She fought for the 145-pound title. Amanda Nunes was a 145-pound title holder. Knocked out Cyborg for the 145-pound title. So the title's been there. But I think she was mentioning, like, the PFL. Like, she goes, the only reason you have a 145-pound title is because Gina Carano started that. Because when Gina Carano started fighting, she was not a 135er. I mean, I know she got big in the past couple of years, and she looks great now. I mean, absolute fucking smoke show. I mean, Gina Carano is a bad bitch. I mean, Jesus Christ. She is hot. She is a bad mofo. But when she was fighting, she always fought at 145. Gina Carano started the 145-pound division for women. So Rhonda wasn't wrong when she said that if it wasn't for Gina, she wouldn't even have a division to fight at, which is true because Gina Carano started that division. You know, and then she went on and said, you know, she talked shit about me in Canada, about we trained at the judo center together, and when I was in Japan, she didn't have any groceries, and I bought her groceries. And then she goes, shut the fuck up and eat your bitch-ass groceries. Like, Ronda Rousey was on one tonight, and it was a great interaction between Ronda Rousey and the fans and the media. Like, Ronda Rousey is starting to grow on me because now that she's gotten older, she's matured, she understands what it is to do well in the media. Because before, back in the day, that's when she rubbed me wrong, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I did not like Ronda Rousey at all. At all. I thought she felt she was entitled. I felt like she was getting easy fights. She was just beating up girls that had no business to be in the octagon with her. But now, she's seen everything. She's seen what's going on. And now she's speaking the truth. And I cannot lie. Ronda Rousey has started to grow on me, you know. And I respect her for that. I really do. I really respect Ronda Rousey for that. I respect Gina Carano for everything she's ever done. You know, she's always been an absolutely smoke show, man. She's absolutely just like breathtakingly beautiful. Like, Gina Carano is fucking hot as fuck. Like, bad. Like, she's a baddie. But Ronda Rousey made her peace up there. She was like, you know, if you're supposed to be this big thing talking about addressing Kayla Harrison, that you know, this fight is a sham, and the biggest fight is between you and Amanda Nunes. She's like, then why are you not getting paid the same amount of money that I was getting paid 10 years ago? That's a real thing, you know. If fucking Kayla Harrison is not getting paid the same amount of money that Ronda Rousey was making back in the 2012s, 13, 14s, when she was on top of the world, and Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes is supposed to be the biggest fight, there's a lot of questions to be asked because she's 39 years old, and she's fighting a 44-year-old Gina Carano who hasn't fought in a cage in 15 years. 15 years, guys. That's a long time. That's a long time to be out of the cage. That's a long time to be out of combat, period. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be a great fight. I know Gina's going to give her best, but Rhonda, I mean, she looked absolutely jacked up there. I mean, she had the dress on, but it was like leaning off of her shoulders. Her shoulders looking jacked. Her traps are looking good. Her neck was looking thick as fuck. I mean, Rhonda looks good. I ain't gonna lie, man. She looks fucking great. So she's gonna be ready to go to war with Gina Carano. I think I wanted Gina to win, but I think Rhonda's gonna win within the first. I think within the first round. I think she gets a submission victory in the first round. But the back and forth was good. Nate Diaz, Platinum Mike Perry. Mike Perry had the fucking shirt with the Nick and Nate on there, throwing the middle fingers, showing nothing but love, being respectful, but at the same time, he was like, yo, I'm here to do a job. He's like, I'm going to hit this motherfucker harder than he's ever been hit. I'm the king of violence. I am the king of violence. And I love that about Mike Perry. I love that he doesn't back down. He's like, yeah, this show is tailored around Rhonda, but then it's tailored around Nate Diaz because he is the BMF, the originator of the BMF title. And you have Ariel Helwani saying, the originator of the BMF title, in my eyes, he's still the BMF champion. That's fine. You can look at it that way. I still think that Nate is the BMF champion, even though he got beat by Jorge Masvidal. And then, you know, everything that's gone on since then, you know, with Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira has the title now, but that wasn't a BMF performance. But he said, this is going to be the real BMF performance. He goes, nobody liked what they saw against Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira. He goes, we're going to give the people the real BMF title, the real King of Violence title, which is Platinum Mike Perry versus Nate Diaz. And Nate Diaz was high as fuck. I mean, he was high as shit. He got Ronda Rousey high as they were up there, you know, or in the green room. Sorry. But this is going to be a crazy fight. It is an MMA fight, and I know Nate has the jiu-jitsu background and the wrestling he's been saying, but man, if they stay toe-to-toe, as much as I love Nate, and I am a Diaz, like I am literally, the podcast is called Moy Diaz Combat Pupcast. I love Nate Diaz. But if he stands toe-to-toe with Mike Platinum Perry, Mike Perry's going to win this fight. He will win this fight. Unless he gasses out and unless Nate can put the pressure. It is a 5-round fight. I will say that. So if it goes past 3, I'm going to go Nate all the way. But Mike Platinum Perry is a fucking dog, and he ain't going absolutely nowhere. He's going to be in this fight for as long as it goes. If it goes past 3, I give it to Nate. If it goes under 3, I give it to Mike Perry. But what a fight, man. This is going to be a crazy bloodbath. That's what Mike Perry said. It's going to be a bloodbath. I'm going to hit this motherfucker with everything I got. And he better be ready. You know, I don't know if Mike Perry's going to be ready for the jiu-jitsu and the wrestling. If it goes that way, I hope it doesn't. I hope that Nate doesn't get so hurt and so clipped early that he has to go to that. I want to see a stand-up fight. I want to see the real BMF, the real King of Violence. I want to see the real... Michael Platinum Perry said it's going to be the RNS title. If y'all don't know what RNS means, then y'all didn't grow up in the South. You know, y'all didn't grow up in the South. You know, I know what RNS means. And I'm here in Texas, but Texas still doesn't even consider ourselves the South. We consider ourselves Texas. Like, we're our own shit. But we do have Southern tendencies. So RNS, if y'all don't know what that means, look it up. Real shit. That's what it means. Real shit. That's what it means. RNS. And that's what this fight is going to be. Because there's going to be 2 real ass going at it. You know. One's from Flint, Michigan, grew up in Florida. The other one's from Stockton, born and raised. 209 all day till you die. Let's go. Nate Diaz, Mike Platinum Perry. That's going to be an absolute war. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to pick Nate because Nate's my dog. Nate is my fucking dog. I'll ride with the Diaz brothers forever because I am a Diaz as well. So I'm going Nate. And then we had fucking Ariel. He always goes over the. I love Ariel Helwani, but sometimes he goes over the top with the introductions and all that. Like, I appreciate it and I respect what he does when he announces these guys. But sometimes he makes himself sound a little bit like a fool, even though he is cultured. Like, if you're introducing Francis Ngannou, I want to hear the Predator, Francis Ngannou. But he goes the whole French route, Le Predator, Francis Ngannou. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Like, you don't need to impress Francis for an introduction. Like, introduce him to the fans. Introduce him to the people that know him. If they don't get it, okay, they don't get it. The diehards know who the fuck you're talking about. Francis Ngannou. Yes, I know. The Predator. Lineal heavyweight champion. Should have beat Tyson Fury. Got knocked out by Anthony Joshua. Beats the dude, homeboy, Brazilian dude in the PFL. Henan something. I don't want to say Henan Barrow because that was a 135er who lost to TJ Dillashaw. But yeah, I know who you're talking about. You don't have to do the whole French thing where Le Predator, Francis Ngannou, like, bro, just introduce the fucking fight, bro, to the American public because that's where we're watching it. I mean, I understand what you're trying to do. I'm not bagging on anyone else who's watching this from Europe or overseas. Like, I have much respect for all of you guys, but that's fucking Ariel Helwani trying to get brownie points. Like, I don't need to hear that shit. Just introduce him. Felipe Lins. I didn't hear him say, desde do Brasil, Felipe Lins. I didn't hear him do all that shit, so shut the fuck up, bro. Just announce him the same, and let's go. Let's get to it. Felipe Lins, four fight winning streak in the UFC. PFL tournament champion, won $1 million. He's doing well for himself, and he's gonna try to make a statement. I don't think he's gonna get that statement done unless Francis Ngannou overlooks him. But I think Francis gets him out of there in the first round easily. But it is what it is. But that was the whole, the main card, the main fights for MVP. It was a great press conference, man. I loved everything that Francis Ngannou did. I like what Felipe Lins did. He addresses people in Brazil. I like what fucking Nate Diaz did and said. I like what fucking Mike Platinum Perry said. I like what fucking Gina Carano smoked shoe. Absolutely beautiful Gina Carano. I love what she said. I love what fucking Ronda Rousey said. It all came together and it was just a great press conference. And, you know, for what I'm hearing, man, Rhonda is just like fighting against the power, man. She is all about that fucking life. Like, Rage Against the Machines, Mexican band, yes, sir. Like, they're just all about it. Like, just raging against the machine, which is the UFC. She is like, we're trying to make it easy for all these fighters. We're all free agents. You know, Nate Diaz, he was high as fuck, but he even said, you know, we're all free men up here. And Francis Ngannou was like, he laughed at it, but he's like, yo, it's true. You know, we're all free men. We make our decisions. We're all private contractors. We can make the most money that we can. And that's what we do for our families. That's what a prize fighter does. We make the most money. We optimize our earning value. That's what we do. So I'm so happy for all these fighters on this panel tonight. It was 6 of them. Felipe Lins, Francis Ngannou, Nathan Diaz, Mike Platinum Perry, Gina Carano, and Ronda Rousey. They all did the best, and it was awesome. And I cannot wait for this event next month in May on Netflix. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Watch fights, drink pints. See you guys on the next one. Peace!